Step number 5 in our 6-step formula to engage and motivate teams in 2021, it's knowing each other's strengths, but not only knowing them, utilizing each other's strengths. It pays to know each other's strengths on a team. Like, you as a leader, you need to know your strength. That's non-negotiable. Of course, you need to know who do you have on your team. But how do we best utilize each other's strengths? Like, when do I go and to whom I go when I need help to maybe to have a creative mind, someone that is creating on my team? Do you know as a leader who is the most creative person on your team? Do you know who to call when you have a new project and that project at the start might need someone that is more organized and it's able to take concrete tasks and take those to completion? Do you know who's that person? Do you know who on your team is the person that it's able to motivate and engage the team and make sure that everyone is included? Who is that on your team? And if you're not able to answer those questions, it means that maybe you don't really know your team, and then we need to go back to step number 2 of the process. But also, it means that you might not utilizing, you have untapped potential on your team that you're not using because maybe you don't know, who's good at what. And it might happen that you just took over a team that was already there and you have not employed everyone on your team. And if that's the case, we can help you profile everyone. We can help you understand who do you have on your team and what strengths do they have. If you recruited that team and maybe you didn't use an objective, profiling tool when you build the team, then maybe you want to look at that right now. It's never too late. We worked with teams that, after years of working together, they realized, well, okay, now I understand why this person is very good at doing this stuff and the other person is very good at doing this other type of tasks. And now I know why I should have, split the activities differently. So unless you know who do you have on your team and their strength, you don't really know who to call out for which project, right? Who to involve in which kind of tasks, right? And that's why this is step number 5 in our project, in our system. So when we look at a project, we look at who is good at starting the project, who is good at casting vision, what kind of role do they need to play on this project? Do they need to be out facing the client? Do they need to work in the back office, right? Someone that is really good at creating relationship and selling, right? You want them front of the line, right? You want them to be facing the client and facing internal or external stakeholders rather than working by themselves in a room. But unfortunately, so many times we kind of use our gut feeling and we guess that this is what I think they will like. And when we propose them, I think this is a job for you, this is a project you're gonna like. And we are surprised when they refuse it, or maybe they accept the project because they think they have no other choice. And 6 months down the line, they quit. Why is that? It's because we didn't really knew their motivational factors. We really knew them, and we have not utilized their strengths, right? And we have not helped them to neutralize their weaknesses. That's the whole idea of transforming. And if we look at, engaging and motivating things, right? This is transformation. This is change, right? This is habit, creating new habits in the team, right? And who do we have on our team that can be a driver? Who are the pioneer? Who are the champions? Who are the hesitators on our team? And when we know that, we know who to use for what kind of task. It is not to use them, right? It's not that we're using them, but we're giving them the opportunity to play in their strength zone. We're giving them the opportunity to use their gifts, and everyone wins, right? So if you're interested in knowing the other steps, right? So this is step number 5, we said, and I'm going to share this on a seminar. So on September 15th at 3 p.m. Stockholm time, I'm going to share on a live seminar the whole process, the whole 6 steps. How do you take from the beginning up until the end? How do you start with maybe a team that you already have, or how do you know who you have on your team? How do you help them self-identify what roles they play? How do you know when to put which person on which project? And then what kind of habits do you want to create that becomes your company culture? So all this we're going to cover in the seminar. So if you want to know all that, if you're interested, and I don't know why you wouldn't, join us. There will be a link on this post. Click on that link, read more about the event, but make sure you register, because we're going to host this on Zoom, and the link will going to only be sent out to the people that register. So if you register, you're going to get the link, and you're going to get also some bonuses from our side. So make sure you do that. I look forward to see you there, and I hope you'll join us.